Hello everybody, another story for you here, a pool war story. I'm going to try to do this as fast as possible and give an idea of the atmosphere and the way the situation of the game happened. It was at Grady Matthews Legends in One Pocket tournament in Columbia, South Carolina. I'm gonna say it was like, it was right around 2099-ish. That area, I don't know, right in that area. Okay, I'm down there with a friend of mine. We used to run around, Harold, and I didn't have a lot of money. I think he brought $4,000 or $5,000. He just wanted to go down there and have a little fun, and he liked to gamble a little bit or whatever. But whatever happened, I don't even think I did play the tournament. I can't remember exactly. I think I did okay in it. I may have actually gotten the money. I can't really remember the tournament side of it. But here's the story. By, I think, third day-ish or something, Harold liked to drink, and so did I quite a bit. By the third day, we're a couple thousand into expenses. So we're starting to want to, do something. Harold's wanting to get in some kind of action. And I think he had went out to a bar with some people for a little bit. And I called him, and I said, "Hey, Harold, I think I got a game here." And so he said, "Okay, I'm on my way back down there." And he shows back up, and I'm playing Scott Raven from South Carolina. Fucking plays jam up one pocket, man. Fucking guy beat me like 12 in a row a few years back at the Derby, man. Unbelievable. So that I'm playing that. We're playing like 100 or 200 a game. I had enough to start or whatever. And we're going at it a little bit. We play, I don't know, Harold shows back up. He's ordering some drinks, I'm drinking a little with him. He's starting to have a good old time. That particular night, he had about 4 pounds of gold on. he looked like a pharaoh. and he's having a good old time. And it's a pretty good night, and so we're going at it, and I'm like, man, as the whole rail, there's like bleachers set up. Grady's got bleachers set up, and like the whole rail is sweating, and they're all trying to bet against me. Every game, they're all like, charging us, bet, all this, blah blah blah, and I'm sipping. I get about my third Crown of 7 at me, and Harold, I'm looking at him. I'm like, Harold, man. I'm like, I like it. I'm starting to feel pretty good. And it was a precious moment in pool. Especially, I had a long history with Harold in pool. We've been through a lot, and it was a moment for sure. And I forget where the games were. Like I say, we played 5, 6, 7 games. I don't know exactly how we stood. But out of the clear blue, the game ends, and all that shit starts. Bet. So, and Harold just fucking unloads on them. He bets every person there. He bet, whatever it was, he bet, I don't know. He walks up to me and says, "We're all in." He gets it all in on what, we're betting. We're betting. It's like, it's a couple thousand or better a game. Because like I say, he took 4 or 5. We was in a couple on expenses, and whatever was left, we're betting per game. It's fucking, it was one of them moments, and that doesn't always have to go good. Those kind of deals, and we all know that. But this particular time, it really went perfect, and it's actually one of my best memories in pool. For sure. I've got about 5 of my favorite ones, and that's there. That's one of them for sure. And so he bets everybody. Okay, to say that again, like basically, well, we can cover this game, and we got one ass game, and that was a pretty brutal one. I don't know about it, but I mean, it's like it's hard to say. I mean, it's like not like we was being all cocky and egoish and all that shit, pushing people. They're absolutely like running us over after every game. Bet. They just think they're just fucking stealing, And so finally, we was just drunk enough, and he had just that right amount of drinks in him. He felt it, I guess, I beat him, like, I think it was 6 or 7 in a row. It was 6 or 7 in a row. I mean, we emptied the whole fucking spot out. Just emptied them. Like, it wasn't even close. I mean, I run out. I put a 6 or 7 on him like we was playing 9-ball. And I mean, we was betting it up. We was betting pretty fucking good, whatever it was. And, so we made a really good score there. That goes on into some other. There was a few good trips down that way, I'll tell you. But I just wanted to give a quick story and see how it goes once. But it's one of them moments, though. It's like literally, it's like you're all the way across the country. You're playing a guy that you can't make a mistake against, and you just fade, 12 people's bets. You cover the whole thing. Basically, you're all in, If you lose a game, that's it. And I mean, to get there in that spot, it's a really good feeling. I mean, obviously, from a gambling perspective, it's not a good percentage move, but when it does happen, it's a pretty good feeling. And one thing about it, that's never going to happen unless you do it. If you got tons of money and you do that and win, it's just not the same. You're not going to get the same, it just isn't the same. There's benefits emotionally and spiritually and everything we do in life. And then something like that, you lay it completely on the line. And not only does it work out, but it works out in a way that you could have never even imagined. It's like I say, you do the same scenario, you got 10, 15,000, and win the same amount of games, same amount of money. Yeah, it's awesome, great, you make a good score, but like that to put it all in like that, to really get in that fire. That's the difference. That's what separates me from a lot of people in pool. Yeah, I've paid dearly for it in pool. I mean, I've been beat in a lot of spots, probably by in a game where I was the better player, had the better end of the game, and I've lost because of betting, getting myself in a bad situation on the betting side of it. And but believe me, there's been some time, many of them like that with me, where it's went something like that. But that was a good one. And rest in peace to Grady, man. Miss him. I know the whole pool world has to miss that guy. And have a good one, everybody.